Today, what I have for you all are these Jordan Retro 8 Bugs Bunnies. These are just completely messed up. So the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to put one shoe to the side for before and after purposes. But to start with the actual cleaning, we're going to remove the laces and stuff the toe box because it'll help take out all these creases and just give it better shape, and it'll help puff the toe box out to really clean it better. So let's go ahead. Alright y'all, so the laces are out. Now normally you would use a shoe tree for this, but mine actually broke, so I have a new pair on the way. So for now, we're just gonna take this old paper and we're gonna stuff it down in the toe box. So we got the toe box stuffed. So now to actually start the cleaning process, the best cleaner to use is Reshoevn-Ator. I ran out of mine. So what we're gonna be using in the meantime is, this is just dish soap and laundry detergent mixed with water. It actually works a lot better than you would think it does. So the first brush we're going to be using is a hard bristle brush for the soles. Next, we will use a medium bristle brush and a soft to do all the uppers and the back, the tongue, all that. And a brass bristle brush, which is also for the soles, to really get anything that the hard bristle brush missed. So let's go ahead. Alright y'all, so we're pretty much done with the cleaning except for a few pieces. So what we're going to do next is we're going to put these in the washing machine. So I'm using a laundry bag for this. That is the safest way to put them in the washing machine. If your shoes are below 2010, I would recommend to probably not put them in the washing machine because it can damage them. It can cause separation and just cause lots of problems. So we're gonna go ahead and take these to the washing machine. Whatever we didn't get, it should clean up, and let them dry for 24 hours. So I'll see you on. What is going on, guys? We are back after letting the shoes dry for a full 24 hours. Now the next step we're gonna be doing is prepping the shoe with acetone and cotton rounds, because we have to strip all the factory paint and all the factory finish off these shoes so we can begin with the midsole and the upper repaint. So let's just get straight into this. Now that we got the uppers fully prepped, we're gonna move on to the midsole preparation. But before we do that, I noticed that there's all these little strings fraying around, and up here it's kind of fuzzy. So what we're gonna do to take care of that is we're just gonna take these little scissors and we're gonna cut all the strings around and just shave this down just a little bit so it's looking a lot more. We got the Jumpman looking clean again. We just had to give it a little trim up. So now we're gonna start with the real midsole preparation. So the first step to this is we're gonna tape off all around the midsole so we can strip it with acetone and cotton rounds. Now we have to tape up around it so none of the paint slips and gets on places where it shouldn't be. So let's go ahead and tape up. We finally got the midsoles fully taped up. So now we're gonna begin stripping them with acetone and cotton rounds. Normally what we would have done before stripping the midsoles is we would have went and unyellowed the soles, but actually when we did the cleaning, the stains in the soles weren't that deep and the yellowing wasn't that deep, so that was good. So because now we don't have to do unyellowing on them because they're still pretty, well, they're pretty much back to white already. So we got the midsoles fully stripped. Usually when you strip the midsoles with acetone, it'll take the paint off with it, but with these, most of the paint really stayed. It was just the finish that came off and they got a bit more dull, but that's just as good. So instead of repainting the midsoles, we're going to save that for a little bit later. But right now, we're going to go ahead and begin with repainting these white uppers because, as you can see, they just have scuffs all around. That one is terrible. So we're going to go ahead and begin with the white paint on the uppers. We got the uppers fully back to white. All the paint is laid down good. Now, the reason I didn't tape off the midsoles and I just got all the paint on the midsoles is because since I'm going to go ahead and repaint them anyway, I don't care to get paint on them because I can get a lot more even brush strokes and even paint in those places. So now that we finally got the uppers repainted, we're going to go ahead and move to the midsole. Now, I am going to be taping this part off because I don't want any paint to get on the sole or the freshly painted uppers. So, after we repaint the midsoles, we're going to spray these shoes with matte finish, lace them up, and then this restoration will pretty much be done. We are back. The midsole repaint is complete. Lines are crispy. Colors matched up good. Now, at first, when I started repainting the gray, I was using a lighter gray because when it dries, it comes out a lot darker than what it looks like as it's laying down. But that mixture actually turned out to be way too light. So I tried a little bit of just normal dark gray, and that actually matched up perfect. Let me show you. Yeah, so the two colors we used for this midsole repaint were Angelus Red and Angelus Dark Gray, and it came out very clean, very nice. So the next thing we're going to be doing is taking these outside and spraying them with Krylon matte finish. After that, we're going to lace them up, and that'll finish off this restoration on these Jordan Retro Bugs Bunny 8s. The shoes laced up, they look great. That is going to bring us to an end on this full restoration on these Jordan Retro 8 Bugs Bunnies. Honestly, they came out a lot better than I thought they would. Just seeing like how beat this shoe was, I honestly didn't think we were going to get that good of results, but the after came out amazing. So if you all want to see more, let me know what you want next. The next restoration, here's a sneak peek. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I would really appreciate it if you left a like or a comment on this video. Thank you, and I'll see you all in the next one.